Hello and welcome. I am Exit Light and this is my channel. Today we're going to talk about the strange disappearance of Fern Beard from the Prairie Peak Trail in Idaho. So before we get started, if you would please give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. It brings a lot more attention to my channel. If you would like to be subscribed and you are not, please go ahead and do that as well. And if you would like to donate to my channel, this is not a have-to thing. It's not even a. It's please do not feel that I'm asking you for money or that you have to feel guilty if you can't. I completely understand. If you would like to, I have a link, and it is www.patreon.com/Exit Light with the E capitalized. Also, some of you have said to me that you guys like PayPal better. I can give you a PayPal address that you can use. That would be TRACYN as in no, J, D as in dog, at Earthlink, EARTHLINK.net. And that's if you like to go through PayPal better. I don't know if I have a preference or not, but you do not have to do that. My content is free, will remain free. It's just if you feel that you would like to help support this channel, that would be so great. Okay. Let's talk about this case, Fern Beard. Fern Lovett Baird was 62 years old, and her last name is of particular interest to me because many of my extended family has the last name of Baird, and I grew up with cousins and surrounded by this last name, and I've never heard it outside of my family. So it's possible that she could even be related to me. She was from Park City, Utah. She signed in at the Prairie Creek Trailhead northwest of Ketchum, Idaho on Monday, October 19th, 2020, around 1 p.m. And then she completely vanished. The authorities were notified that Fern was missing on October 22nd. So, right here at the very beginning, there's going to be something that is suspicious. As Fern was signing in to the trail register, another group came along and signed in at the same time as Fern. We're going to get to that in a little while. But the question we'll be left with is, did this group have anything to do with Fern's disappearance or death? Did they say, hey, if you're going alone, you want to come with us? So did that change her plans for the day? Or was it something more nefarious than that? Like I said, we'll get back to this topic in a little while. But I have a feeling that something happened at the very beginning of Fern's hike that may have changed her life forever. Who is Fern Beard? Well, Fern Beard is 5 feet, 5 inches tall. She weighed 115 pounds, and she was last seen wearing a gray jacket, black pants, carrying a black fanny pack by the concierge at the hotel she was staying at, and she was captured on CCTV. Although she was an experienced hiker, she was not known for being able to do the technical hikes or mountaineering. She was not a risk taker, but just a casual hiker. Basically going on a straightforward hike, like a long walk. She was not the type to go bushwhacking or to take shortcuts. It was likely that she would have stayed on the marked trails. It would have been very, very unusual for Fern to go off in any other direction for any other thing other than a walk on a trail. Fern ran a business. She was the broker of Powder Beach Realty, doing residential sales and vacation rentals in Utah's mountain resorts and in the Salt Lake City area. She also founded Yopa Bags for the design and manufacture of a yoga crossover backpack. The Prairie Creek Trailhead is reached by driving north of Ketchum on Highway 75 for about 15.5 miles, and then west on Baker Creek Road, number 162. Prairie Lakes and Minor Lake trails are accessible from the Prairie Creek Trailhead. The Prairie Lakes Trail is 5 miles one way. The trail to Prairie Lakes winds through meadows and mixed conifer forests alongside Prairie Creek. It is a steady, but not difficult, climb to the grassy basin where the lake lies. The trail is within the Sawtooth National Forest that covers 2,110,408 acres, mainly in Idaho and partially in Utah. That is so massive. It was originally named the Sawtooth Forest Reserve in a proclamation issued by President Theodore Roosevelt on May 29, 1905. On August 22, 1972, a portion of the forest was redesignated as the Sawtooth National Recreational Area, which includes the Sawtooth, Cecil D. Andrus White Clouds, and Hemingway Boulders Wilderness areas. Sawtooth National Forest is named after the Sawtooth Mountains, which traverse part of it and contains the Albion, Black Pine, Boise, Boulder, Pioneer, Raft River, Smoky, Soldier, Sublet, and White Cloud mountain ranges. You think, wow, that's a lot of mountains, but then again, there are 2 million plus acres, so that definitely makes room for a lot of mountain ranges. Prairie Creek Peak is located in the Smoky Mountains of central Idaho and is just one of a handful of peaks in the Smoky Mountains that stand above 10,000 feet. The most attractive feature is its north face, which rises 1,000 feet precipitously while forming a perfect pyramid above Prairie Lakes. It is less impressive on its east slope, which form the backdrop to Big Lost Lake, while its jagged south extending ridgeline presents a bold face to the area near Smoky Lake. Surprisingly few people make it to the summit of Prairie Creek Peak, considering its proximity. Perhaps because of its relatively rugged appearance compared to most other Smoky Mountain peaks, or because of access issues. It's not uncommon for hikers in the area to report speaking with people who have become confused while hiking, and maybe Fern could have very easily have gotten taken down a wrong trail. If she had gotten lost, gotten too cold, disorientation could have easily occurred. The Blaine County Sheriff's Office said that a group of hikers from Tulsa, Oklahoma signed the trail's logbook around the same time as Fern. It is believed that the group hiked either the West Fork drainage of Prairie Creek or to the Prairie Lake on October 19th. Blaine County Sheriff's Lieutenant Mike Baird said Fern Beard had checked in, and after that there was a party of 5, and it's not that legible. But what they're kind of making out is possibly the last name of Adkins. Here's something that I think we should stop and think about. If you're going to take the time to sign in to the logbook, which purpose serves several different things, one of which is that it is known that you are in that area, that you have entered, and that if something happens, it makes it easier for searchers to be able to find you. I would think that anybody signing into a logbook going into not even just a national park, but on a trailhead, if you're signing it, that you would write legibly, which could, in turn, help you if you were ever in a dangerous situation. To write where they couldn't barely make out what your name was, if at all, would be of no help to you, and wouldn't be any good if you ever came back years later and you wanted to look through and see where you signed in. I think that it's a little strange. Now, you people that go hiking and do write into those logbooks, tell me, in your mind, would it occur to you to write more clearly, just in case, as a precaution? The Blaine County Sheriff's Search and Rescue members, along with the Blaine County Sheriff's Office deputies, began a search for Fern on Thursday afternoon. On October 22nd, 2020, the hotel in which she'd been staying at notified them that she was missing. They became concerned when she didn't come back in time to check out after she'd inquired at the front desk about good hiking locations. Her 2018 Subaru Crosstrek was found in the Prairie Creek parking area. From the trailhead, there are multiple hike options that Fern could have taken in the Prairie Peak area north of Ketchum, Idaho. Lieutenant Mike Baird said that they had been working with Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue to help locate Fern, and they also used several National Guard helicopters, 2 drones, 3 canine units, and numerous search and rescuers on foot, motorcycle, and horseback. People have gotten lost and turned around and lost again out there, he said. I mean, it's big country. It's Idaho mountains. Then again, at the same time, she was a 62-year-old woman out by herself. How, once she figures out that she's not on the correct trail, do you think she's going to be walking 20, 30 miles? Or turning back around, walking closer to where she thinks the trail is? The search had focused on the Prairie Lakes, Minor Lakes, Norton Lakes, and Mill Lake at elevations from 7,100 feet to 9,200 feet. Early winter conditions challenged the high elevation search, with below freezing nighttime temperatures and covering the ground with a fresh blanket of mountain snow. In fact, these are the temperatures on those days. October 19th, it was 63 degrees in the afternoon, 37 at night. October 20th, 61 degrees in the afternoon, 36 at night. October 21st, 55, and then 37 at night. October 22nd, 43, and then 27 at night. October 23rd, 46, and then 25 at night. October 24th, 54, then 28 at night. October 25th, 29 during the day, and 10 degrees at night. After one last major search was made on October 30th, 2020, when Blaine County Sheriff's Search and Rescue airlifted 7 canine teams into the search area ranging from 7,100 to 9,200 feet, along with teams of ground searchers, with no results, the search for Fern was officially terminated. Blaine County Sheriff's Officer Steve Harkins said, "This is not the outcome that we were hoping for, but after 10 days of searching, we have exhausted our resources. We will continue to investigate any leads we gather. There has been no credit card or cell phone activity after she went missing, and no activity on her bank account. And to this day, there have been no signs of Fern. No more clues. And also, no definitive knowledge of who that other hiking group was. They can't even ask them a question. Did they see her? How did she seem? Did they go on the same trail? What could have happened? Nothing. She vanished without a trace.